All right, I want to talk about section 10.12, and it's called volume of cylinders. So again, we're going to be continuing to talk about volume instead of surface area. And remember just that volume is the space that something takes up. And it's often easier to calculate than surface area, which is kind of nice. But let's remember what a cylinder looks like real quick. And the cylinders are these shapes that have a circle on the bottom and a circle on the top, almost like you drew a circle on the ground and then stretched it up, building a 3D shape. And in these, the two measurements that we'll need to calculate the volume are the radius as well as the height. Now I should have written this with a lowercase r because radius pretty much always shows up as a lowercase r. Let's take a quick example, and let's look at a cup or a mug of hot chocolate. Let's try to put some whipped cream up on the top. And okay, and the question is, how much hot chocolate's in the mug? If we know that our mug, the height here is 4 inches, and the radius of the mug is equal to 3.5 inches, how much hot chocolate is there? Well, we're going to use the same formula that we've looked at before, and the volume of any shape is equal to the base times big H, or the height of the whole shape that we're looking at. In this case, though, we're going to take apart this base again, and we're going to need to compare the base with our circle that we have on the bottom. The formula for the circle that we've been looking at is the area equals pi r squared. And this is what we're going to be using for the base in this case. So if I pull again from here after I combine it, my volume is going to be equal to pi r squared times big H. And that's all we're going to be looking at in order to make our volume of the cylinder. It's pretty easy, actually. So let's use this formula and relook at this hot chocolate and see if we can figure out how many cubic inches of hot chocolate are in there. Okay, all I'm going to do is substitute in my volume of my cylinder is equal to pi r squared times H. Pi r, my r in this case is 3.5 squared, times my height is 4 inches. And of course I forgot to put my units in again. I'm really bad at doing that. Do your best to try to not make the same mistake that I am. Now remember that whenever I have something squared, that means I always have to do that first. And unfortunately I don't know 3.5 squared in my head. 3.5 times 3.5, and that gives me 12.25 times pi times 4. And then my inches also get squared, so I go to inches squared and 4 inches here. Again, I'm going to multiply 12.25 times 4, 12.25 times 4, and that gives me 49 pi inches cubed. So 49 pi inches cubed are how many square inches are going to be inside of this cup. Now that seems like a lot, but that does work and kind of works out with what I've got inside. Let's take a look at a quick example. If you feel like you understand it, then go ahead and go on.
Something happened to it. It died. The whole turn thing. Yeah, I think I shared the wrong one.
Oh, well, that's fine.
All right. Example 1, let's take a look at number 1 in our homework. We're going to have r equal to 5, and our height is equal to 8. And this is going to be in inches again. Using our formula, the volume of a cylinder, we have pi r squared times h equals pi, my radius in this case, is 5 inches, squared times 8 inches. This is going to be 25 pi inches squared times 8 inches. And 25 times 8 is going to be 200. 200 pi inches cubes. Inches cubed, and that's how I'm going to be able to calculate my volume. Not too bad, pretty easy, and go ahead and good luck.